So, I decided to come on here and talk about the Linkin Park reunion, new singer stuff. I'm going to try and make this short. As a fan of Linkin Park since Hybrid Theory, and I bought basically every record up till the recent one that's not been released. I'll say this: yes, it does feel weird that they're continuing on without Chester, but I look at it like this: at the end of the day, if Mike and Joe and all the other guys in the band are okay with this, then it's not my place as the fan to say, I don't like it, I'm not comfortable with this. And plus the thing is, it's, I guess, a new era of Linkin Park. And if you really don't like it, just don't buy the record. Don't listen to it, don't stream it. If it really bothers you that much. But again, to tie this up, as similar to what I said about the One Piece live action, if Oda was okay with all the changes that were done in that, then I'm okay as the fan. Same thing here with Linkin Park. If Joe and the other guys in the band are like, yo, we're okay with this, then as a fan, I'm like, okay, you know what? It feels weird, but I'm okay too. Like, and plus, that song isn't that bad. The Emptiness Machine, it's not that bad. Especially as a starting single. And if you don't believe me, here, I'm gonna cut to like something that Emily said about when they were recording it, like what her thought process was. So, cut to it now.
There was a lot of feeling. There was a lot of, I definitely didn't want to go there and be like, oh, I'm the singer, or I could be the singer, or it was just like, what is good for this band? As a fan, what would be the ideal voice or energy, or what is that fit? I took myself out of the equation. I just looked at it as like, what could be a good fit? And I held on to that question for a bit as I was going in and singing and stuff. Yeah. There was, and that's when the thoughts would trickle, being like, this would be really fun. I mean, this could work. And then it's like, oh my God, holy shit, like when you start to like have that moment, it's like, whoa.
Also, yeah, about the Linkin Park, the thing about Chester's mom and his son kind of being, I really hate using this word, but bitchy about it. Where I understand from the mom's point of view of like, hey, if you were going to continue, Mike and Joe, you definitely should have talked to her about it. Like, that is bad on you. Like, you should have talked to Chester's mom saying, hey, we're thinking of continuing. You okay with this kind of thing, right? And in regards to his son, again, like, whatever your fucking beef is with with Linkin Park now, it's like, what are you, 5? Act your fucking age, not your shoe size. Yeah. Also, to Chester's mom and his son, how they're getting upset over the whole Linkin Park moving on without Chester. I have a genuinely honest question, like, what's the difference between Linkin Park doing it and bands like Queen, The Who, My Chem without Bob Pryor, and various other bands? Can you two explain the difference between bands like that moving on without a key member and Linkin Park moving on without Chester? Just wondering.
So, my thoughts on the whole Greg Norrie, Derek Whibley, Sum 41 violation allegations or manipulation. The thing is, I kind of grew up in the generation where Sum 41 and Trouble Charger were kind of peaking, or they were like at the peak of their success. I think if the allegations are true, then Greg, I don't condone your actions, because that is very inappropriate for, what was he at the time, 33? Taking advantage of a 16-year-old? I guess Greg Norrie took a page out of Trudeau's handbook. I mean, as I said, I don't condone the actions if Greg Norrie is found guilty. I don't, like, I will say though, like, as a musician, yes, I can say that Greg is a good songwriter. He knows how to put a song together, but that still doesn't condone the actions of him manipulating Derek Whibley. So, very short little 1-minute thought on this process, because to me it's almost like a given, you know. You don't take advantage of kids like that. Anyway, on to the next thought.
So, my thoughts on the whole U.S. presidential election. Not really surprised. I mean, especially when Kamala did what Hillary did in 2016, where it's like she ran on feels and no policies. It was all about, I'm friends with Jay-Z, I'm friends with Beyonce. Great. As a civilian, I'm just wondering, what political sway does Beyonce or Jay-Z have? Are they a representative for the ward that they live in California, or not? Oh, they're not? They're just a celebrity? Then it doesn't get my vote. It reminds me of what Omar Odom said about it, because I believe he went to one of her rallies. I'll link his video down below, where he was basically saying it's like, for the hour to 30 minutes that you were there, it felt like, hey, everything's great, life's amazing, it's all about feels, we're having a good time. Kind of like when I go to a metal show. Yeah, Decapitated, great band. Kind of like when I go to a metal show for that hour, or that, those few hours, yeah, everything's great, life's amazing, but the minute you leave the concert, the minute you leave the Kamala rally, it's like, oh, life still sucks. But as you said, when you went to a Trump rally, it was, life sucks and we're going to fix things and this is what we're going to do. And you'd leave with a little bit of hope. I mean, I've already said this about Kamala. She is worse than Canada's former Prime Minister, Kim Campbell. Yes, America. Canada has had a woman Prime Minister before. As I said in the video, only for a few months. But she was Prime Minister. Yes, Kamala Harris is worse than Kim Campbell. Although, actually, no, scratch that. Kim Campbell is actually better than Kamala Harris. Kim Campbell would do better as President of the United States than Kamala ever would. And you want to know something? I think Kamala should run in 2028. With that evil fucking witchy cackle she does.
Okay.
How do you give?
No.
Be important.
Ron Gold has said that he is for the legalization of marijuana recreationally. Your thoughts on that?
That he is entitled to his opinion.
So if it was legalized all throughout the country and medicinal, would you do it?
Listen,
again?
I think that it gives a lot of people joy, and we need more joy.
And the fact that she's all about, oh, let's just be woke. You just gotta be more woke than the others. It's like, and she basically says that any policies she did have was a Trump policy that she reskinned. As Trump said, why don't I just send her a MAGA hat? And the thing is, he also said the same thing. She's been in charge for 3 years. All she needs to do is go down to the White House, sign a piece of paper. Oh, there you go. Borders, fortified, and nobody can come in. But it's Kamala. She's all about feel. She's all about feel, sweetheart. All about the feels, right, Kamala? Pathetic. Now, as I said, I'm glad that Trump's in. 4 years of fucking memes. Yes! Now, all Canada needs to do is get our conservative guy in. Although, fingers crossed, wait. Yeah, fingers crossed that we get this guy in. Anyway, next thing. So let me talk about Fidel Trudeau's multiple blunders recently. Actually, I think this deserves its own video. Yeah. Trudeau 3 coming soon. Make sure you subscribe and all that lovely crap. Do what you need to do. The bell, crap, all that. Yada, yada, yada. Trudeau 3 coming soon.